Hello friends, SentinalH here, and welcome back to Judgment, Apocalypse Survival Simulation. So we're back, it's nighttime, we're at 42% awareness, so an enemy attack is probably going to happen pretty darn soon. Last episode we managed to get our stove up and running, as well as our sawmill, so we can now produce bread, and I think, yeah, we are producing bread. However, because of that, we need wood. We need to up our wood production, which is why we've planted even more trees. This is metal stuff around here. Because them having to run this far to get trees is going to become an issue. I am going to chop these trees. They're not too far away. I've been thinking about how to expand this base. Now, we have minerals and clay and metal all right around our starting area, which is awesome, which is why I built the house down here. It's near the well, it's near all these resources. However, we are very far away from some other resources such as scrap and stone. So what we're going to end up wanting to do, and there's a lot of resources in this upper area, is continue to build all of our new structures up in this direction, and at some point I may wish to build a house, a cabin right up here, put a bed and a food cart in it, so that when people are working up here and they get tired or hungry, they can go there and eat and sleep rather than running all the way back down. So that's going to be something that we're going to look into either in this episode or in another episode. Eureka! Some say ideas are easy and execution's all that matters. Scientific research is driven by ideas. June sometimes speaks in her sleep, mostly nonsense, but to hear, oh, so someone talking in her sleep managed to produce some research. That's never happened before. That's cool. That must be a new thing they added in the last update as well. Very cool. So, in the previous episode, we just gotten around to making some quarterstaves, and we just unlocked composite bows. So I want to produce shields, and I want to produce bows. Now, ideally, we want to have, according to people who've played this game a lot, we want to have 4 bowmen and 1 melee person in our groups, which means that we only need to make 1 shield, because right now we have 1 quarterstaff. And I'm hoping you can use the quarterstaff and the shield, which doesn't make a lot of sense, because a quarterstaff is a big staff weapon, so you probably would only use the, whatever. But we want to make a shield, which means we need hides, which is an issue, because we can't get them, except for getting them from the world out here. Now, if I remember correctly, there is a place nearby that has hides. This one. 2 imps, 1 demon gives us 3 hides and some canned food. So that's definitely good. We're going to scavenge this location. Okay, Deborah is tired, unfortunately. Ooh, we don't want to go now then. We want to wait till Deborah's not tired, because that severely impacts her combat ability. So so Deborah needs to sleep. Now David's tired. We need another bed, apparently. It looks like we don't have enough beds. Yep, see, now June's tired. No, June's hungry. Okay, good. Now we can go. So now we can go. It's a very bad idea to send people into combat when they are hungry or tired. Tiredness. I had sent some people into battle. One of them was tired, and they had a club. And even though I told them to attack the enemy, they basically just stood there doing nothing. Which just shows you the importance of your people not being tired. Okay, so as always, we got to make sure that the melee people are ahead of the ranged people. And it looks like the demons are here. And they've actually placed themselves in a decent setup here, so that worked fine. The enemies just ran to their death. That was quick and easy. Everyone's back. Hardly anyone got hurt. Brandon got a little bit hurt, but hardly at all. He's preparing a salad. So now we have our hides. 3 of them. These are actually werewolf hide. This is why it's hard to get it. So now that we have that, we can just need 10 boards in order to craft the shield. Now we don't have any wood. Actually, we do. We have 25 wood. Why isn't it showing up on the list? I don't know. So we need 10 boards. 8. We can only get 8. So we need to chop more trees, and I've got them queued up. But because they have to run so far, they don't get to work for long before they have to run back for food. So yeah, we do want to build another log cabin right up here among all these resources. Probably right in this spot next, or right in the spot next to the clay. so that we can have another area there. And we need 30 wood for that. So actually we're going to be unlocking eventually masonry, so we'll wait and we'll use that. So we've got now 400 we've got 400 science, so we want to research something. We also have quite a bit of this stuff, but not quite enough. Basically resources are locking us in here. This is resource finding spells is a good one to get, as well as danger sense will be later. We do want to get dark rituals. We need demonite for that, which means you have to fight actual demons, which I haven't done yet. The Hellforge also requires demonite, but we can get it and then unlock the Hellgates research. Of course, we need void essence for that. And then there's a lot of holy stuff like the holy armor and stuff, which is really cool. But we need alcohol for that, which is funny. You need alcohol for sacred stuff, and we need the blessed pistol and sacred sword are sweet. And we've got the demonite armor and stuff like that. So that's not going to be for a very long time. We want to get some demonite, and then we can do meditation. But we probably have to go fight some demons for that. I want to get our weapons set up first. We are going to want first aid. It's only 50 research, so it's important that we get that. So now we can build the infirmary. And we can't make medicine until we get this, but it costs medicine to do, and we get that from our little scavenging things and also from scavenging locations. We need to acquire metals in order to do this, but we can't acquire the metals until we get to metalworking, because that unlocks the metal mine, the ability to get them. Crossbows. I'm not sure if I actually want to do crossbows. Some people were saying the crossbows aren't quite as useful. Gun crafting is useful, but the problem is you can't actually craft any guns until you get mechanics. So we need to get a bunch of weapon parts before we can do that. So there's no point in researching that yet, as far as I'm concerned. A shotgun would be really nice, but of course you need weapon parts, so we need to be able to make them so that we don't run out of them. We want to get to the guard tower. That would be very good. We want to get to mineral extraction to make Kevlar. Machines aren't in the game yet. We also want to get to tailoring, so we can get actual or leatherworking, so we can get armor. We need some more hides for that. We can get the sheep farm. Unfortunately, you can't get hide from the sheep, which is a bit annoying. We could get preserving for sandwiches. I really want to get to distilling. You need alcohol to do it, so we have to find some alcohol out in the world. So I think what we want to do is get animal raising, and then we will get some more hides and get leather working. But of course then we need to get leather, so we need to actually get to tailoring so that we can use the cloth we get from sheep to make our armor instead of the leather that we have to hunt from werewolves, because I don't know, hunting werewolves sounds dangerous. I don't know about you, but it sounds dangerous. So we need 3 more boards. Oh yeah, the demons are going to attack soon because of our awareness is too high. And yeah, everyone's equipped with what I want them to be equipped with. She's tired, but that's fine. She's a vegan and she's terrible at combat. Let's pause it. 2 imps and a minor demon, no problem at all. We just defeated those earlier. So all I really want to do now is just position all of our people. Brandon and Deborah. Where's what's her name? Oh, Martha's the vegan. So let's not put her at the front. Okay, so we've got June and Heather standing there. And then these guys will all be able to shoot the demons when they get in range. Yeah, June is going to take a bit of a beating from that minor demon. There we go. So June took a bit of a beating, which is unfortunate, but she'll heal up just fine. Not worried about her. June, what are you doing? Oh, there she goes. Now she's got something to do. Okay, so... Oh, that's the wheat. Is the wheat being harvested again? So are we going to have some more wheat? Yeah, we got 20 wheat now, so now we can actually make some more bread, which is fantastic. So we don't want to move that. What we want to do... Ooh, we actually really want to build the infirmary too. And we can build a training area now, which is sweet. So I want to build that as well. And it is these defensive structures here, but I don't really think we need them. Anyway, let's get back to what we were doing. We can now craft our one wooden shield. And there he is, crafting the shield. Okay, so the shield's been crafted. So now we select... Who has the quarterstaff? Heather has the quarterstaff. Is it equipment? It is equipment. And we can equip the quarterstaff and the shield. So shield gives evasion of 5. Quarterstaff, of course, has 10 DPS. So the evasion helps her avoid getting hit, which is great. We're definitely going to want to boost up her combat skill. Her combat skill is being trained by actually fighting, which is great. But we want to train that up. So the way that we do that is by building the training area, which means we need 10 boards. See, everything now requires lots of boards, which is a problem. Let's go ahead and chop down these trees over here, at least some of them. Do some tree chopping. And these trees are still growing. Fortunately, they're growing kind of slowly. So everything's a bit slow in this game. I kind of wish, like I said before, I kind of wish that you could, that the base speed was faster. But, you know, all you have to do is turn it up. So now we have 44 wood, and we have 1 hide. Now, if I want more hides, where can I get them? We can get 5 hides up here, which isn't so bad. That location wouldn't be too difficult to scavenge. I'm worried about this one because of the hellhounds. I've seen them in action. Hellhounds are super freaking fast and dangerous. But it looks like that's our only source of hides in the area that we've currently examined. This is great. We really want to scavenge that later because there's a lot of good stuff there. And there's our 2 demons. These guys would have a demonite for us, so we want to do that eventually. This is my next target, though, the military base with the hides. So we want to get some better weapons first. We want to get composite bows now. So the composite bows require 40 arrows. They craft 5 at a time, so we just got to get this up to 40. And then we can craft ourselves a lovely composite bow, which are better than a standard bow in absolutely every way. This is why crossbows maybe aren't... Ooh, scouting party. Crossbows maybe aren't as good, because while the composite bows are better in every way, the crossbows aren't. The crossbows are slower. We don't need everyone to go to fight one minor demon and 1 imp. We just need Heather in the front, and then Deborah and Brandon can go behind her. Just a couple of guys. It's no problem. We'll speed this up. Where are they? There they are. Oh, shit. That didn't work out. Oh, that didn't quite go so well. Speeding it up probably wasn't the best idea. Well, that worked. We killed him. No, we have no awareness yet, which is nice. So we are in the process of crafting a composite bow. Yep, there we go. It doesn't take too long. There we go. Composite bow crafted. So now we'll go to Brandon, who's got our best combat score. He'll get the first composite bow. And Heather is the only one we want to have a melee weapon. So June will now have a bow. So there we go. Heather has our melee weapon. She's got the most health. And then June and Brandon, who has the most combat skill, but we don't want to lose. He's got a bow. And there we go. Everyone's got bows. I doubt people with bows would be able to use shields. We need armor, though. We do quite want some armor. But there we go. We've got our 5-person squad kitted out with how we want, except that we want them all to have... All the bow people should have composite bows. So we'll craft some more arrows. And we need some more wood for that. And we can harvest some of these now. So we will chop those trees. And then we will replant them. We will also chop that tree. And now we will replant those trees. Okay, is that enough wood? Yes, it is. Craft another composite bow. So with 2 composite bows, a quarterstaff, and a shield, I am pretty good. I'm pretty confident that we can now go and take out the that one place I was talking about. So we've got 2 people with combat 2 and their composite bows. Heather has more health than everybody else, and she has the quarterstaff and a shield, and so that'll be great. So now we can go and do some fighting, and that fighting will take place here. 1 Reaper, 2 Imps, 2 Demons. With the Reaper, we just want to kill it first. And the way to kill the Reaper is, well, you could just shoot it, or you can send a melee person running up to it. So let's send these guys out to fight. Okay, we're not going to speed this one up, because this one we need to actually stick to our strategy here. We just want to slowly move forward until we actually see the enemy, just like we usually do. There they are. So Heather's at the back for some reason. We don't want that. Okay, see the Reaper can deal a pretty decent amount of damage, unfortunately. And the Reaper's almost dead, though. See, it doesn't have a ton of health, but as you can see, it is capable of dealing a pretty good amount of damage. There we go. Taken down. So we got 5 hides, some ectoplasm, a bunch of scrap, and some... As you can see, once you get geared up, you can really take out these starting locations quite easily. However, we do want to do some scouting. So what I think I'll do, and yeah, we're right in the middle, is click this location and click Scout. It is going to take them a while to get there. We'll just send Brandon. They're not actually doing any fighting, so there's no danger. So they reveal a small area, and of course the farther out you get, the more dangerous the enemies get, like this guy. I haven't even seen him before. Kaortanok. And possessed people are apparently absolutely devastating. You really want to kill the ghosts and the possessed instantly, from what I understand. Legion. So there's a lot of dangerous guys out there, but that's where we find weapon parts. So as we can see, this location has weapon parts. This location has a surging kit. Wow, and werewolves. So far, the only location we found that has weapon parts also has the most dangerous enemies that we would have yet seen. There's only 1 of each, but possessed apparently can like 2-shot or 1-shot your guys, so you have to kill them like instantly. You really have to just slay them immediately, and I don't know about these Kaorkanoks, so we're not going to be fighting them without some decent armor and equipment. I can tell you that much. Let's go back to the base. Speaking of armor and equipment, let's go to our research, and we can now unlock leatherworking. We need cloth to unlock weaving. Let's unlock the leatherworking. It used some of our hides, but we can now craft leather vests, which require 5 hides, which means we'd have to go out here, find another source of hides, which isn't just a location that has hides on the loot table. It would also be a location that has werewolves. So far, it doesn't look like there are any other hide locations around, so we need to do some more scouting. We'll go and we'll scout this location with Heather. Okay, this has bricks, which would be nice, except it's got succubi, which are possessed are the ones I'm most worried about. From what people have said, they are just devastating. Pasta over here. That's funny. Here's some alcohol and a ton of enemies, but we finally now have a location containing alcohol. Okay, there we go. There's some weapon parts. There's not quite as many enemies here. We want to go and scout this location. We'll send Brandon over there. Okay, there's some more scouting done. Here's some hides, as well as a werewolf for more hides, and 2 demons. So, we're not going to scavenge that location yet. Here's some metals and gunpowder and weapon parts. It looks like this might be our best shot for our first batch of weapon parts, because there's only a demon and a succubus, and apparently they're not so... The succubus isn't terribly bad, it's just the possessed of the problem. I'm going to look up the strategy for fighting these guys, but for everything I've read so far, when it comes to the possessed, you just want to kill them immediately because they'll two-shot your guys. So there we go. We did some more scavenging. We've got our people more kitted out. I still need to make a couple of more of composite bows, 2 more composite bows, and then we'll be fully kitted. Martha will never help us because she's a vegan. So I hope you're enjoying the series. I noticed that the view count isn't, as great as I would like. If you really want to see this series continue, please like the video, comment on the video, because the more engagement the video gets, the better it does. So if it gets engagement, it kind of offsets the lower view count, because my channel can't afford to have a show going that doesn't have that has less than half the views of the main shows. So I don't really want to end the series, but if it gets the views get too low, I will be forced to end the series. Otherwise, it hurts the channel. So if you want to support the channel, become a Patreon. Become a patron on Patreon. Gives you access to the patron-only Discord channel. Make sure you join our Discord. It's a fun place. It's the best place to talk to us, and it's slowly growing. More people are coming in, and we can get some stuff together, including like subscriber games and that kind of thing. So check that out. Follow me on Twitter. I'm SentinalH, and I'm signing out.